Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. Sean Fly. Welcome to Fall River Media News. And This Wednesday at 2:30. Today's the 5/27 today at 2:32. First, I'm going to give you your local weather before anything. Let's see here. Let's look at the 5-day forecast for today. Let's look at the. All right. Today in the 60s, 81. Thursdays, 55, 69, 55 cents chance. Fridays, 51, 69. Saturday, 46, 59. Sunday, 44, 65. Monday, 48, 63. 75% chance, 45% chance. Monday, 55% chance. Tuesday, 55% chance. Wednesday, 45% chance. 52-60 for 52-70. Sunny Friday, 56-71. So that's your local forecast from Fall River Media News from Fall River, Massachusetts. So today, I want to talk about Governor Moore Healy. Okay. Today, I want to talk about Moore Healy, and also I want to talk about about what happened. Okay. Police are asking there's acting like he did it. Police are asking for police are asking for the public's help finding a 20-year-old man accused of vandalizing a murder victim memorial in Fall River early this month. The details are right here. So let me see here. A Fall River, Mass, WPRI police are asking for the public's assistance of finding a 20-year-old man who accused of vandalizing a murder victim's memorial in Fall River earlier this month. In a social media post shared on Tuesday, Fall River Police Department explained that the detectives were first made aware of the vandalism on May 18th. The County Street memorial was made to honor a 23-year-old Monty Adam, who was shot and killed there 3 years ago. Detectives undercover a video shared in social media showing a man purposefully smashing candles and destroying the memorial, according to police. Police said that the man was quite identified as a William Costa Abril through his easily recognized tattoos. Axel Bro was several warrants out for his arrest and considered dangerous. Police said officers attempt to pull over a vehicle that he was a passenger in, but the car sped off and nearly hit one of the police officers. Well, I'm going to share this page right now. And yeah, this guy here nearly hit a police officer. Man, that's crazy. Wow. I mean, how it is that somebody like that goes and destroys how is that everybody somebody like that guy goes and destroys things. So 11 changes in Social Security, 50 to 59 years old. See the changes, 60 to 69 years old. See the changes, 70 to 79 years old. See the changes, 80 plus years old. See the changes. Wow. Obviously, I think they just want to really boost the age up in the Social Security system. So, I mean, that is crazy. You know, and with Governor Moore Healy's, before talking about that, well, I just wanted to, I was out today, and there's a lot of road closures. Hotwell Street, New Bedford, Hotwell Street, Fall River. I'm sorry, Hotwell Street and Fall River. If you're going to take the bus, take the bus on the Fort Street side, because that's what's at the Fort Street side, because they're doing some work on the Hotwell Street side. So if you're going to if you're going to do that, so and I tried to let me see here. Oh, I'm trying to. See. Yeah, hiding Beacon Hill, 63.4 billion budget, 9 million for immigrants, lawyers, 246 million for abortion funds, 259 million for shelter programs that puts immigrants and families in Massachusetts hotels. Wonderful, great. Well, I mean, they should be thinking about the the American people, thinking about us. How can they help us? Let me see here. Oh, okay. I have the picture of the guy. I'm gonna go on my Facebook page, and I'm gonna go on my Facebook page. Let's see here. Just open tab. Let's see here. And also we got that order that lady Diana coming on today at 5 o'clock on Spindle City Straight Talk. She's coming on, and going to talk about, if she has any plans about the audit too. So let's see. Let me see what's going on here with this. Oh, there he is right there. That's the guy I want right there. Share screen. Let's see. Well, I don't mind. Well, that's the guy that they're looking for. The guy that smashed all the candles. I mean, he's dangerous. He's dangerous. According to police, he's got several warrants out for his arrest. So maybe if you see him, please call the Fall River Police Department, because there's a guy that broke all the candles. Yeah, he busted all the candles, but the guy that got murdered on County Street, and it's pretty sad that people like that, what I'm saying, have to go around destroying memorials. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so this guy's basically, and before police got there, police saw the vehicle sped off with him in the back seat. So I mean, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? And the things that go on in Fall River. Okay, same thing in New Bedford. Same thing, basically, all over the place. I mean, crime is up there. Okay, and a lot of people, the people in Fall River, the people don't realize that. Okay, and the people don't, and the people don't, realize that. So we have a breaking news from WJAR. The city of Taunton remaining residents of some states mandated water restrictions on Wednesday. The simply announced the restrictions for essential outdoor water use from May 22nd through the September 30th. 9 things are changing for seniors on Social Security in 2026: 55, 59, 60, 64, 65, 69, 70, 75, 76, and 79, and 80, 85. So those are the 9 things that is changing in Fall River. So residents of some states mandated water restrictions. Yeah, so that's for May 27th, because gonna have drier weather through September 30th. So we're gonna have like drier weather. So that's why they're trying Taunton is, and Fall River may announce that too. Same thing. Upcoming days. So we got Diana coming on, Spindle City Straight Talk, at 5 o'clock, and they're going to talk about, we're going to talk about they're going to talk about the audit, what her plans are, what she's going to do, how how are we going to recoup all this money back? I mean, it's because there's trillions of dollars already you know gone. You know what I'm saying? So there's trillions of dollars. Um, but that 72% and that forensic audit um, that passed, people voted for it. You know what I'm saying? And so the state and the state avoided it. Okay, they avoided it. Okay. Oh, we didn't want it. Okay. Well, the people voted for it for 72%. I think it's a I think that we deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's trillions of dollars being missing from local and state and federal government. Okay, the money is disappearing, and so where is the money going? Okay, Moy Healy. Okay, uh, you know, blows a lot of money. Okay, that's her. You know what I'm saying? So, and so she's and Governor Moy Healy's got to answer for that. Okay, because uh, because she has to answer for that craziness. Okay, so what did she do with? Well, we all know that that 63.4 billion budget, 9 million for immigration lawyers, 246 million for abortion funds, 259 million for shelter programs, and putting immigrants and families in Massachusetts hotels. I mean, we already established that. Okay, so this is what we already established. Okay, Boston Public Library is hosting congressional committees demanding recording information from Boston. So, uh, so with that one being alert in the Flint major accident reports. So, these are why Democrats are against voter ID. If we had a voter ID, then illegals first Ed Markey would never be reelected. Ed Markey is a career politician, political hacker in Massachusetts, as much as a corrupt one with legal voting. Of course, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically Ed Markey for you. You know what I'm saying? Boston is getting 1.2 million boost from the state to cover public safety costs by the FIFA World Cup, watching parties, events, and city hosting in the summer. Wow, look at that, huh? Great. So this isn't an interest fact that we will all know who Senator Elizabeth Warren is. She's been a senator in Massachusetts since 2013, and she fights tooth and nail. Yeah, okay, she don't fight tooth and nail. She's an idiot, if you ask me. Maury Hilly is protecting firing let me see, predict firing criminal after mass dot overtime reports. Governor Healy has said that mass dot workers could lose their jobs in facing criminal investigation in Boston. News report allege questionable overtime billing. Wu is restoring Boston veterans serving fundings after public backlash over 14% cuts, council is saying. She's corrupt too. Diana DeZaglio audit fights against legislator moving forward after SHJC ruling. Massachusetts order Diana DeZaglio can move forward with a part of her lawsuit seeking legislative audit after a new SJC ruling. Good. That's great. Soul Crush William Charter and Jennifer Lowe were married for only 16 days before they were killed by a legal alien from India. Rajada Kumya snooper out their lives driving a truck legally on our roads before being arrested by ICE. Oof. God. New Massachusetts Teacher Union VP calls for America's fascists by border are fake. Yeah, whatever. You're fake. Oh my God, this is like Boston Public Library is hosting a 19 drag queen story hour for children branch across the city and parts of June Pride a Month program. Breaking news, ICE is going hard on Boston, arresting illegal aliens. The deepest Mayor Wu trying to ban them from her city. Federal law beats a major tantrum every time. Is this what you vote for? Well, I think, you cannot, basically, federal law enforcement, you cannot ban from the city. You cannot do that. Okay. You can, federal law enforcement have a lot of rights, just like the FBI, CIA. They can come in, okay? They don't even have to go through local law enforcement, okay? They can come in, and they can come in if you're wanted by the police, okay? Or if you're wanted by the FBI, okay? ICE and the federal law enforcement can come into our city, okay, and arrest you right here. They don't even have to contact the Fall River Police Department, okay? They don't, okay? So, Mayor Wu, she's wrong because, something? She's trying so hard to get ICE out of Boston. You can't do it. They're federal law enforcement, okay? Look it up. They're federal law enforcement. Okay, just like you cannot get the FBI, you cannot tell the FBI they can't come into your town and grab somebody, because I'm going to tell you something. They're federal law enforcement. They can do whatever they want. That's how it works. Hillary approved plunging, especially among elections, deciding independents down 16 points as many signaled they are ready for change. Yeah. Of course you, yeah. Of course we're ready for change. Okay. Massachusetts health insurance seeks 13% rates increase for second straight year. Of course. Massachusetts health insurance has proposed an average rate of 12.9% for 2027. One asking for a 26 increase insurance last year. So an average rate hit of 13.4%. That is crazy. Yeah. That's what she's basically deportation all U.S. tax dollars for U.S. citizens, tax care of our veterans, homeless, and fix the damages and the roads and bridges. Yeah, of course. Senators, state representatives, mayors, okay. State bails out city elections, okay. Federal bails out state elections, okay. With all this money, with all this money that's missing, I know there's trillions of dollars missing. Okay, there is trillions missing, and Michael Rodriguez, uh, um, Alan Sylvia. I mean, they don't want the audit. They don't want the audit at all. They don't. And you know something, and that brings it down to question: why don't they want the audit? Because no, why? Because they're committing fraud. Okay, they are also committing fraud. Okay, and when you commit, they're committing fraud. Okay, and where's all the money? Where's all the trillions? Where's the trillions of dollars? Where's all the money? Where's it going? Nobody has answers to it. So that's why um, we're getting the audit. We want the audit. So that way we know where the money's going. Okay. I mean, I mean, we had this trillions of dollars gone. State and local elections. They came up with 9 million in New Bedford for Firehouse number 9. Where did they get that money from? Yeah. I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? You know, once they know that they're trapped in a corner, they're going to throw money at you. That's what they're going to do. Okay. They're going to throw money at you. They're going to say, well, you know, let's make a decision right now. Let's open Station 9 in New Bedford. You know what I'm saying? Just like Boomer Amaral said, and just like Brian Shortsleeve said, okay? Of course, they're going to throw money at you, okay? Because they know that they're boxed into the corner, okay? They know that, okay? So, in order to get out of that corner, they're going to come up with the $9 million for Station 9 in New Bedford, okay? That's how that works, okay? Because it's election year for the state and for the representatives. And you know something? They're going to do everything they can, okay, to keep their seats, okay? But once that audit is once all that money found, they're going to say, well, of course. And we all know there's fraud in the state, there's fraud in the federal government, there's fraud, and there's fraud everywhere. Okay, we know exactly what they're doing, and Mayor Paul Coogan is also in on all this fraud stuff. Okay, and because what is he doing? He gets money from the state, right? He gets money from the state, right? So what is he doing with his money? Okay, what is he doing with that? So all that stuff is going to be audited, and we're going to find out where the trillions of dollars went. We're going to find that out where all that money went. Okay, and you know, and if you're not using it the way you should be using it, the way you say you're going to use it, then you know something. Hey, you know something. Then you go to jail. Okay, because that's not right. Okay, it's not right for the taxpayers. Okay, to it's not right to the taxpayers. We put money, you know, into this infrastructure, things that you know, things that we need. Okay, things that should be happening. Okay, like public safety. You know, like public safety. You know, Massachusetts certificate first rider share drivers union united. Massachusetts has a certified that the nation first ever union is riding share drivers. That app drivers union was certified by the state on Friday, and it plans to hold the contract the contract litigation with the Uber and Lyft soon. The deepest of DPU taking up a new regulatory change for drivers at the same time, putting potential delays on negative. But anyways, but this here, okay, is going to cause a lot of problems. Okay, Massachusetts has officially of the nation's first even ridershare drivers union, with Governor Moore Healy, local and national labor leader. She joined the local and national labor leader. Okay, and that's going to cause a lot of conflict. Okay, between the people. It is. It's going to cause a lot. The app drivers union, backed by two large and powerful unions, and 32 BJ serves employees international union SEIU, and yeah, so I mean that's going to cause a lot of trouble. Okay, with the taxpayers. Oh yes, it is. I mean that is crazy. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to cause friction between everyone. And you got other unions backing other unions. So that is like it's totally crazy, man. I'm telling you. And I see trouble brewing. Wait, what is a former Pentagon UFO investigator just said to the U.S. posse's non-humans mineral? Yeah, there is minerals. But I'll tell you, man, the Boston, yeah, this is like really nuts. Alabama judge reportedly suspended by aiming allegations. Yeah, so she got suspended. Haley vetoed prosecutors and firing after bombshell and mass dot overtime fraud report. Ooh, overtime fraud report. Yes, just like her drug dealer in office, they be back on payroll. Great. That is crazy. A man taken into custody by Fall River Police during a report by shots fired incident in a Lindsay Street last week has been charged with armed assault with the intent to murder and home invasion, as well as several other related charges. That's crazy. Today's was another reminder for the people across Massachusetts ready for a change to tune in over 16,500 signatures from all across Massachusetts. We are one step closer to bringing accountability, affordability, opportunities, and keeping our community safe in Massachusetts. Let's go. Yeah, well, you got Brian Shortsleeve running for governor. You got Boomer Amroll running for governor. I mean, this is this is crazy. First, apparently, I don't want to read that. Black communities in Chicago are asking the government to step in and stop the increase in young men's and gangs activity, displaying deadly weapons across Chicago. Many individuals bloodily walking the streets and claiming this is your city. Oh my good Lord. Mountains warns Secretary cities, no ice Hanshin, no international flights. Ain't gonna be. Judge allegedly made racial comments about white clerks postpone critical. Wow, crazy. Let's see here. She's crazy. Woman who wrongfully identified her watching an innocent man serve 14 years. She looked her and said, I am, yeah. 14 years, man. I couldn't understand the rest of it. Maryland Democrat Governor Wes Moore just banned Glocks to the most popular handguns in America used by law enforcement, owned by millions of responsible Americans. He banned them. Meanwhile, Baltimore has more of the highest murder rates in the country. Democrats aren't trying to stop crime. They are trying to stop you. The NRA is suing. This will be not standard for. The NRA is suing because, I mean, now you're taking guns off of police officers in Baltimore. Cops use Glocks. I mean, why are they doing that? You know what I'm saying? You know? God, man, what are they trying to do? Strip us from our weapons and stuff? I mean, what are they trying to do? I mean, these people are crazy. You know? They're going to try to strip us from our guns and stuff. So we don't have, we don't have the right to defend ourselves. We have that right to defend ourselves. Just like we have the right to stand out with a camera outside of your store, outside of your store, we have the right to. Okay, so that's our First Amendment right there, just like anything else. And like I said, we will defend our rights. Okay, we will do it. We will defend it. Okay, you know, even when we go to events, okay, you're outside. You're outside in public. Okay, you're outside in public. Okay, all right, and you know something. There's no expectations of privacy when you're outside in public. Okay. Okay. You can't, you can squall calls. Hey, you know what? I'm going to call the police because you're videotaping me. Go right ahead. As soon as the cops come, okay. Cops come up to us. What are you doing? Just videoing. Okay. We're not doing nothing wrong. We're just videoing. Okay. That's all we're doing. Okay. So, and then the cop's going to go back to her and say, well, they have the right to video. They're on a public sidewalk. There's no expectations of privacy whatsoever. The only place that you cannot videotape, and I've looked this up many times, in hospitals, in stores, unless they ask, okay? But if it's right there in view, and they got the curtains open, and people are shopping, and you're on a public sidewalk, okay, there's no expectations of privacy for that, okay? You just cannot go into the store, okay? You just cannot go into the store and video, okay? Because of people's credit cards and so on, okay? Outside, yes, but inside the store, unless they ask. You know what I'm saying? Unless say, hey, do you want a video inside? That's fine. Post office, you know, I've seen videos, on TikTok, uh, transparency videos where these guys will just stand right in the, doorway of the post office and video, everything that goes on. Okay, want to make sure that people are, working, not goofing off, doing the right thing. Those sort of things. I mean, even when we're outside, on the side, even when outside on the sidewalk, they catch everything on video. Cars running stop signs and everything, and those sort of things. So I don't know why people complain so much about it. But they're not but Karens. You know how it is. Okay. Well, you know what? You don't want to be. You want private. Then keep walking. You know what I'm saying? If you want private, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? There's, when you're out in public, there's no expectations of privacy at all. Okay. If you look around you, okay, everywhere you see it is a camera. So you're being recorded regardless. Okay. Um, even if you were standing out in front of a store with a live stream going, you're being recorded. Okay. And so am I. Even though that I'm live streaming, okay, outside, I'm being recorded too myself as well. Basically, stay vigilant. Murder suspect on the run in Fallis County. Wow. He's told speaks out on backlash after claiming that the Bible was silent on abortion. AI says has struggled with questions whether Israel should be a Jewish state. So that's questionable. Let's see here. That's basically questionable. Texas DPS busted in human smuggling operation and 20 illegals grams of inside a tractor trailer. Sleeping cab. Mexicans and national drivers tried to flee but was caught. 20 referred to the Border Patrol. Drivers charged with evading arrest. Smuggling included four minors and create work DPS. Wow. That's nonsense, man. Holy God. That's crazy. Oh my geez, man, this is nuts. Marlon, no respect for politicians who demonetize law enforcement. Yeah, so and on those e-bikes, okay, on those e-bikes, and on those, yeah, those e-bikes, and that's like I said, it's a money grab compared with Governor Moore Healy. It's a money grab. Right now, she'll grab she'll grab anything she can grab right about now. But I haven't heard anything more about it because there's a lot of conflict going on with that situation too. So, yeah, so I'm going to put these other pictures up too for because there is smuggling going on, and yeah, I mean I could play the video. I have to say we got immigrants near our place. Talked about the fight. Talk about everything. Let's see here. What we got? Yeah, potholes everywhere. Look at that. That's one of the look at the cracks in the sidewalk. All that shit, all that stuff is really deteriorating, man. Really bad. That is so sad. Look at this one here. This one here, you can actually see up close. It's even worse than you ever imagined. You know. Yeah, the guy from Market Basket, man, the employee from Market Basket said something about January 6th. I said Trump didn't have nothing to do with that. Trump didn't have anything to do with that whatsoever. I mean, I don't know what. Then he started talking about Venezuela. So, and here I am talking about the trees and the blue skies and stuff. And guys, I don't know, man. But anyways, yeah, he works for Market Basket. He's basically I couldn't understand him. I couldn't understand what he was saying. You know, so I couldn't. I couldn't understand anything what he was saying um, because I really, I was more paying attention to the sky, how the sky was blue, and the trees and stuff, and cutting the trees, and he come out and said something about J7 J6 with Trump, and that wasn't my video. Wasn't even about that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know why he actually said it. So then he talked about Venezuela and stuff. I mean, if you go on my group, and I mean, you can actually hear him. You know what I'm saying? So you can't see his face, but you can actually hear him. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? How these things go. It's more Healy. We're all giving her the boot, man. Look at that. Wake up. Give her the boot, baby. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we got to give her the boot. She has to go. Because she's draining the state. You know what I'm saying? She is. She's draining the state, really bad. So we gotta make some kind of a change, because if we don't make any kind of a change here in Massachusetts, in Massachusetts, guess what's going to happen? I mean, you people keep voting the same people back in. You know what's going to happen? You ain't going to have no jobs. You know where your jobs are going to go? All to the illegals. That's where it's going to go. And you ain't going to have nothing. Then you're going to say, well, maybe I should have made a change, when it's going to be too late. Okay. So, I mean, basically, let's see what this Governor Moore Healy is joined by Secretary of Veteran Services by Dr. Eric York, Mayor Joseph. Let's see what this lowlife's got to say.
The military families, I'm just reminded it's not just a month, it's every day. Every day it should be Military Appreciation Day in Massachusetts.
Yeah, so where is the audit? That's what I like to know. I mean, she talks about Appreciation Day, she talks about everything else, okay, besides the audit. If you notice, that's what she does. Everything else besides the audit. Okay, it is. I mean, you can actually tell. That's what she does. Yeah, it's everything else but the audit. You gotta love it, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she doesn't care about anything else but she doesn't care about anything else. All she cares about, she wants to talk what she wants to talk about. That's it. She doesn't care about the audit. She avoids it as much as she can. You know what I'm saying? But Oh yeah, no, she does. She avoids everything. Yeah, that's crazy how she avoids things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand why she avoids it. You know, she doesn't talk about um, the audit, and I just don't get it and why. Just plain left out of everything. I don't understand it. Yeah, it's hard to understand. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like this one. With the police investigations and stuff. You know, but that's the that's Governor Haley for you. You know, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I
Do
actually
you know that our nursing ratio, the number of nurses per resident, is double the national average, is double. Hospitalizations and visits are down almost 50% below the national average.
she's full of
That's
crap.
great. It means
It's
that,
not.
a credit
She's
to
full
the
of it.
staff, our residents are staying healthier and out of the hospital. Our safety benchmarks are above the national average on 85% of the standards. And this one, as I say, says it all. Perfect percent score in veteran satisfaction among the residents. 100% score from the residents who live here. And that means that these veterans and their families feel safe and cared for. Once again, I want to thank the staff and the leadership of the home for this incredible transformation. You are delivering resident care where each veteran is seen, is heard, is loved. I could feel that upstairs. Yeah. And
she talks about everything else, but where's the audit?
We are doing everything that we can.
No audit.
For our veterans and our military service members.
And well, she does need to go.
Appreciation Month, but every day is Military Appreciation Month here in the state. And with gratitude, I want to turn it over to our brand new, somewhat new, wonderful Secretary of Veteran Services, Dr. Erica Rolnick.
It doesn't talk about the audit, but she'll talk about everything else, if you notice it.
Well, it's about 95 days in.
Yeah.
I think this is, who's counting? Who's counting?
Well, what about the audit?
I just want to take a moment and thank again Kelly and Michael for your amazing leadership and hard work here.
Yep.
And I want to thank the residents, the families, and our teammates here for welcoming us today to this community and walking through and sharing their stories.
This is crazy.
We're writing a new chapter here, as the governor said, and through her commitment, through her leadership with Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, with our legislators, they made a promise and they kept a promise to take our veterans to the next level, as you could see from here. And you can see it in the faces and the hearts of all these veterans, our residents that are being cared for. You know, what makes this place special are the people. It's not the building. That's an amazing building that we're going to move into soon. But it's the Kellys and the Michaels of the world that are there.
Where is the money?
Inside, taking care of the resident every day. And I've seen this.
Where is our money? Where is the audit?
Some of the finest institutions in this
country. I don't get it.
And I can say wholeheartedly, the staff here is beyond. The team here is of the highest caliber, and they deliver that care with love and compassion every single.
Where's the audit? That's what we want. We don't care about anything else. We want the audit.
And you know what happens every day. Beyond these numbers, there are 119 veterans, residents who.
Where's the audit? That's what we want. We want the audit. We don't care about anything else. Okay. We know about the veterans and stuff like that. We know about that. But the only thing we're looking for is we're looking for the forensic audit that was passed at 72%. And that's what we want. And we're not going to stop until we get it. So we're not going to stop until we get it, because this is ridiculous. Okay. The people, the taxpayers of this country, the taxpayers want the audit. They don't care about anything else but that audit. We want to know where the money, our money's gone to, okay, and how it was spent, because there's trillions of dollars gone. Please, this is about the audit. Matthew Perry, assistant, sentenced to over 3 years for dose that killed an actor. Ooh. Yeah. I want the audit. I don't care about anything else. That's nuts. Yeah. This is how these people think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, we want to audit. I mean, these people think, if we talk about we talk about other things and avoid the audit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what they avoid. They avoid the audit. That shows you how much they care about the people. Okay, that's how much that shows you how they care about the people of Massachusetts. So to them, we are trash. We are trash to the state. They don't care about us. So that's why we say, and we will hold you accountable. It's like we hold police officers accountable. We're holding you accountable. We hold everybody accountable. So you are going to be held accountable, whether you like it or not. And that's the way it is. And we talked about the Bank Street Armory. And they need to fix that. We talked about Twin Restaurant, American and Portuguese cuisine, baby. Yeah, that's at 374 Miller Street, Fall River, Mass. 02721 508-675-4914. It's really good over there. They're hiring too, but you need to speak Portuguese if you can. Brian Shortsleeve for governor of Massachusetts. Yeah. Dump Gavin Newsom. Yeah, I mean there is crime in the city. There is. I mean, there's no doubt. There's no doubt in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So there is. Dump Governor Moore Healy. Yeah, she needs to be dumped anyways. We already talked about Mayor Paul Coogan and his property increased taxes. So yeah, but it is though. It's a shame. That they don't want the audit. You know what I'm saying? Well, but they are going to have the audit because we believe that there is a lot of fraud going on, and the state Senate, the state representatives like Cal Fiola, Alan Sylvia, they don't want to admit that there is fraud in there. There is fraud. So admit that there is fraud so that way we can all get on with our lives. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand, okay? We want to know where the money's going, okay? You're getting all this money, okay? And you're spending it, boom, like water, okay? Look at, there's trillions of dollars already gone, okay? Okay, between the state senate, between the state and local and federal government, money is gone. Where is the money? Where is our money? That's our money. not the politicians' money. That is our money. We want to know where it's at. And we're not going to give up until we find it. I mean, come on. You know, it's ridiculous already. You know, they don't get it and understand that. Yeah, they don't want ice in Boston. Well, you know something? That's not up to them what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's not up to them. You know, it's not. You know, these roads are horrible, man. Let's see what else is. Let's see see what else we have here on. Let's go to YouTube, baby. Let's open up another tab. Let me see here. YouTube. I like that. City councils are all a bunch of jokers. Oh yeah, this was basically
person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible.
Motion to open the public hearing.
Motion to open the public hearing has been made by Councilor Raposo, seconded by Councilor Peckham. Discussion, hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 1, Massachusetts Electric Company doing business as National Grid and Verizon New England Inc. for one jointly owned pole location. This is on King Philip Street. This petition is proposing to install one new jointly owned 45-foot class H1 pole P16-50 on King Philip Street, which is approximately 250 feet easterly on the center line of the intersection of King.
Yeah, I don't want to. But anyways, so yeah, even Boston, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they don't. You can't tell the federal government, basically what to do. You know what I'm saying? ICE is federal. You know what I'm saying? So they can basically actually go anywhere they want. Let's see here. We'll open up a tab. Yeah, I can't play videos on my live stream YouTube to YouTube because I'll get banned. So what I can do is JFK Jr. claims that the secret military agent is spraying dangerous chemicals. Vote to stop it. Invest in America's oil companies. Now, well, I can't play the videos. I just remembered. House Democrats who used the impeachment Trump lost to Texas race. Yep, lost the Texas race. What an imbecile. Oh, now he's crying. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. That's my mom and me right there. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Yeah, that's me and my mom right there. That's me. That's my mom right there. Yep. That is. That's me and my mom right there. And I will actually keep that because we did support the military. Okay. And there's proof right there. Okay. We marched in the parade. So I don't care what anybody thinks. That's my mom and myself right there. Just to let you know, I come from a military family. So my Uncle Richie was a World War III veteran. That would be my mother's brother. My Uncle Charlie, my Uncle Jimmy, they were all Air Force veterans. My cousin Dennis, he was also in the Navy. And my grandfather that I never met was in the Marine Corps. So I come from a family of veterans. So just to clarify it, just to let you know that I come from a family of veterans. Okay. And this here, let me see here. This is crazy right here. Let's play this. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. I really want to play this because all right, so yeah, so I just had to play that up a little bit. But I'll tell you one thing. Fall River is getting bad. Fall River is not like it used to be. Fall River is not like it used to be back in the day, you know. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we there is a lot of stuff basically we can't talk about. You know what I'm saying? Especially on our phones and stuff. There's a lot of things that we can get into right now. You know what I'm saying? So, Fall River native Westport resident has died penally after being scammed. His family doesn't want the same thing. Let me see here. Matthew Perry, assistant who injected him with fentanyl dose of Kinnaman, gets over 3 years in prison. Matthew Perry, a former living assistant who pleaded guilty on drugs distribution charges and connection with the death of a friend. Starr was sentenced to more than 3 years. Kenneth, almost 60, a fifth and final person sentenced to playing the role of the actor of 2023 Ken Mine death in August of 2024. He pleaded guilty to one count of conspiracy to distribute Ken Mine. What he was sentenced to 3 years and 5 months in prison on 2 years probation in order to pay a $1,000 fine. Prosecutors say that MSA purchased the drug and repeatedly injected Perry with Kema, included the 3 shot that led his death on October 28, 2023. Perry's best known as his portrayal of a Chattanooga Bing on Friends from 1994 to 2004 was found dead by almost in the backyard hot tub in his Pacific Side home. An autopsy reports that reveals that his death from affects the Kinnaman contributing factors that drawing coronary artery disease, and that poor guy. Feel sorry for his family. I mean, it's Justin the House has overwhelmingly passed Trump's back bill in restricting companies. Gas prices are heading down. How long? Massachusetts Senate is pulling the plug on prompt high electric rates. U.S. families receive $12,000 under the new proposal from Bernie Sanders, and he is taking direct swipe by Jeffries. 23 Fall River sidewalks slang arranging on murder charges. Proposal bill would allow Massachusetts bar staying open until 3 a.m. in the summer. The day boats and scallops at this Massachusetts restaurant are worth the trip along. Mass homeowners could get $219,000 cash without refinancing check options in under the 60-second deep to current more. Top doctors are raising alarm on Donald Trump's health. I am going to. Oh boy. Arrows Go top movie clears free arrows puzzle games. We found large numbers of old emails. Some of them may no longer be useful. Cleaning them can help you free up your storage. Okay. When do you get SSI checks? From June 2026, you payments are scheduled. Criminal groups are accused of extorting trucking companies' owners through target attack. Down drill ways to edge. Cotton watch. Edge hacked. Venus de Milo is taking Swansea to court over food license suspension. 2-bedroom apartments are so popular, taking a peek inside Fall River, taking a look. Senators and Democrats are shutting down Republican proposals and investigate Massachusetts criminally high. Fall River police arrested a man accused of shooting a home invasion. Fall River drivers are pissed about the new rules. If you drive less than 50 miles a day in Fall River, you better read this. Holy shit. Bear sighting reporting at 12 News Review in Brewerville. Multiple Panther transports to hospital for fire scene. Woman suspect 8K diamond engagement ring are being fake, so she takes it to get repaired, and turns out it was fake. Great. Fucking awesome. That's awesome. We did Jesus choose to wait for days to keep the grave. All right. National Hamburger Day. 2026 free burgers from Shake, Sonic, and more. The new passport rule could be blocked for thousands of people from traveling starting June 1st. Wow. Charlton woman sent to prison for final notice of Fall River residents classified for the 2026 Window Relief Service Act at no cost. Massachusetts SNAP benefits can still buy candy and soda. Green lost the Texas Democratic House primary runoff against Me-Fee. Woohoo! Good. Mass ownership with this program could provide $219,000 without refinancing. Check your options under 60 seconds. Massachusetts lawmakers are serving up immigrants in shelters, killers, bots, and 63 billion English moderates. Fall River 18-year-old is charged for a third time in second month facing new drug and weapons charge. How much does this cost? A rear roof and 1,500 square feet house. Check it out yourself. Meet the refused 3-month-old puppy still searching for a new family. Maybe somebody will come up with it. Mass programs giving Fall River drivers insurance for $29 a month. See if you qualify for 2 months. 50 cents wasn't expected that what for his restrictions. She walked into prison in 1841 and found human being chained in walls like animals, American told her. That would be, 2-bedroom luxury apartments are so popular, taking a peek inside Fall River. Biden and files a federal lawsuit against Trump. DOJ is blocking release private audio recording made. Arrest made after last week heavy police presence in Fall River. The surprising cost of a bathroom remodel in Fall River. Tanks are 50% off. Install them, and homeowners can't affordability. Fall River, if you ever pause, is getting weaker and more. A New York man left his number for a service. He's been flirting with she shows her co-workers. Mass homeowners could get $219,000 cash without financing. Check your options in under 60 seconds. See this one. Farmers Road. Farmers Rhode Island claims that the shack that seafood leaves has been flunking to since 1954. Man found unfamiliar gun while sweeping up before church, then shot his wife with it while confronting. Fall River homeowners are getting brand new energy efficient windows for out of pocket. Here is the last day of school for every public district in Rhode Island. Trump administration directs ICE to go after lawyers for asylum fraud. Well, yeah, I bet you any money. So I'll bet you any money some of those lawyers are out there nothing but frauding. They're nothing but fraud. Look at the judges and courts and everything else and stuff. Look at that, man, huh? Wow. The judges and courts and stuff. I mean, look at they even let murderers out of jail. I mean, if you've been busted 3 or 4 times with a firearm, yeah, just be lucky to that you're free on bail. Yeah. Self-employed or forever, but this is what the health insurance should be. Wow. But he got released from jail and all charges were dropped. This was the first thing he did. He skipped to my loo, my darling. Mass governor will give new windows if you live in these zip codes. Check your zip code qualified for. A Massachusetts doctor practice is indicted for illegal prescribing Medicare fraud. Woo! Hey, Thomas Massey says that Trump's biggest beautiful bill in Iran war means America will be making new. Fishing gears along with programs launching in Massachusetts libraries. A mass owner, all right, so we already spoke about that. 4 sentenced and pleaded guilty to these roles in a large employees and drug bust in Bristol County in history. 11-year-old New York girl dies by suicide following endless bullying by middle school classmate. See, we talked about bullying, right? We always talk about bullying. So the results of bullying, okay, in school, an 11-year-old New York girl dies by suicide following endless bullying by middle school classmate. And we talked about this, okay? When people get bullied in school so much, whether if you have, they bully you. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about that. I always talk about bullying all the time. I like talking about it because because I used to get bullied in school all the time. So I mean, WWE in 2026, a death of professional wrestler. Tip buying a new car in Massachusetts. Don't. Sell a Fall River house for cash faster. Man 18 arrested in Narragansett Beach. Stabbing was out of a brawl in prior gun case. Gas prices just dropped below $3 in some states, and analysts say that the timing could not be better. $3.45. Real-time prices finding Chesapeake gas in Fall River. Read what Bruce Springsteen had to say about Trump's ICE and America Boston Sunday. He's an idiot. Rhode Island judge at center of ICE detainee controversy makes it first public appearance. This new gaming app is letting you win real cash. Yeah. Middleborough police narcotics busted a 320 plus grams of cocaine, 50 plus grams of fentanyl seized by an assault rifle. Yeah. Thousands of timeshares owners are finally getting out with their refund, seeing your results of lists. Middletown debates are relief to still available in America with a $20K plus in credit card, no loans required. They are actually giving away the Sagamore Bridge. Go to anyone who can move them. Lawrence man shot and killed girlfriend during an inmate a moment and prosecutors say, wow, just going all through these. Fall River gets a walk-in show if you are living their zip codes. Yeah. Notice by seniors by holding off one paying for a walk shower until, walk-in shower. Outrage erupt over train Rochester Memorial School student using the girls' bathroom. Bristol man arrested during an investigation. Trump says that higher gas prices are peanuts compared to keeping Iran from getting nuclear weapons. Why does this Texas say that the even offer good deeds, looking like filthy rags? Mass start officials that shut down Route 140 ramp into 195 following a rollover crash. 1,800. Enter your email to get your 1,800 relief economic assistance. Totally more than $1,800. 1,800. Real reason that Barron didn't attend his brother's wedding after Melania was accused of distancing from him. Kelly Brush death in California reveals by heartbreak and new details about NASCAR icon last day too dramatic. Toyota recall for over 43,000 vehicles see effect models. Fall River Gov will cover the cost to install solar, and if you own a home and these zip codes, those things ain't gonna work. I mean, those solar panels, they don't work. I mean, they don't work. Passengers during door 5 hours of seat kicking, saying, "Please stop kicking my seat," and mom snapped. That was from the airline. 4 states bracing up and 2 feet of snow this week. That's somewhere. I don't know where it is. NOAA is forecast by 8 to 14 names of storms in 2026 hurricane season and broken warm that signal this. Minneapolis police chief resigned after interfering with an investigation, the mayor said. Trump officials' board of peace found empty and billions of dollars pledged. 1,800 plus missing stimulus still available. Millions never received their full payment. A check available by 60 seconds. Crash closed ramp in 195 in New Bedford. Several killed after school bus hit by train around Arrow Ghost, tap, move, and clear. Free Arrow puzzle game. Families disowned him from 15 years, then suddenly started talking him and demanding contact after. Representative A.I. Green oust in the Democratic primary runoff by Christine Menfee. MassGov will give new windows if you leave their zip codes in course. A 4-year-old dead after mom allegedly sent him to man's house for boot camp and punishment, misbehaving. Massive self-code information services and dramatic warnings before approaching thunderstorms. How much does it cost for a roof of a 1,500 square feet house? Check it out for yourself. Israel killed new head of Hamas terrorist wing and saying he has been sent to meet his associate in hell. Patrick Hamas Travis Steaks restaurant gets trashed by diner who spent $650 for worse. Kim Baskin, Alaska built when celebrates exciting baby new. Creating new game designs. Let's see. Massachusetts families narrow avoid lightning strikes caught on camera. Current prices of oil has of May 26, 2026. Your body may signal lower common symptoms. Let's see what else is going on here. Democratic Green Gully oust this week by Texas restricting. Several thunderstorms are battering in Midwest and this week in the forecast, warning residents. Mass senators 65 eligible for medical and alert systems, and these zip codes are check out your liable now. These are few analysts of Fresh Griffin shock audience when accidentally referred to Donald. What is a third cancer sign? Several rates, Tom, months, diagnosis. Landlord says that the month of rent check was stolen from his vehicle. Then tenants asked if they had it. Wow, that's crazy. DHS secretary says drawing up plans for the health and international flights to cities to cooperate with ICE. Medical ablation near Broadway and Fall River. Mask up window programs, homeowners eligible. Suspect in 2023 Flint fatal shooting held on first-degree murder charges, and he's laughing his ass off. Wait till he goes to jail for the rest of his life. He won't be laughing anymore. Diamond Aluminum are about to talk these hallways on last times. Why is there a dark helicopter flying low above Boston? Gas prices decreases to under $4.50 per gallon. 6 states and under $4 per gallon. Not bad. $7 per items. Even rich people buy and repeat. Mass programs giving Fall River drivers insurance for $29 a month. See if you qualify for 2 minutes. Sunshine insurance for $12. Look it up. Heavy test and hearing aids in there. Healy boat protection for firing after bombshell mass dot overtime fraud report. Yeah. She knows landlords unlock tenants' apartments while she was showering, then brush off because he was. Yeah, the guy just walks into the house, and while a woman's taking a shower. Are you kidding me? Damn. And it's like, oh man, all right, well, listen, I am taking a damn shower. Get out of my house. You know what I'm saying? Brad Pitt engaged his son is not his hair bright orange days after being called a young Brad Pitt clown. Wow. My son is coming home after summer after his first year at college. I am nervous because I'll be. Yeah. Exclusive Kim Kardashian. Deadly kidney failure appears to Europe. Oh, however, her mission, she is swallowing 35. Mass million credit card debits relief and still available on Friday. More than 15,000 in credit card debits, many be able. Providence police are seeing an investigation in Washington afternoon. Fox News interrupts as Donald Trump gives damning for words verdicts on Iraq deal. Colorado woman is fixed 15K Tiffany and necklace and Goodwill box of jewelry, then goes down rabbit. Kraken scores approximately wins over taco house race. Powerball jackpot remains unclaimed, and 2 players in win match and 5 prizes. If you win, you get all the money for yourself. Struggling financial ends of signatures on Wednesday, May 27th. Hype time over junk and Hester and storage wars. Former investigators thinking suspect Nancy Geller disappears are hidden 15,000 leads. Massachusetts HVAC companies say rotting is issue becoming more common. Fall River Service gives windows if you live in the zip codes. Yeah. ICE is prepared spray is sitting U.S. senators in New Jersey, and the governor standing next to him was, vertical video shows that a young woman dancing near Charlie Kirk and assassination site. Wow. Construction worker returns $30K found in way bathrooms ring rightful owner who told Pokemon. New York City Mayor Arun Bandani calls for emergency services after Nick Sweep gave a reach NBA final. Mom who gave birth on death row is executed while her baby lives in prison. Wow, that's Diddy faces new court battle as in assault lawsuit ahead. Trump says his semi-annual physical checkup perfectly. Senior was born in 1941, 1969, can receive these 10 benefits. Seniors from Mass should claim these benefits. Triple review by Diner Classic in Taunton. Dad says the refusal of letting his teen borrow a car after multiple small accidents, and now his child saying he's his own. Judge ruled an animal campaigner's stepbrother accused of killing her and Carnival Cruise. Russian war, Marco Rubio of strikes as he argues in Americas to evacuate. This is crazy, man. I'm telling you. Man's girlfriend put his backpack in what she thought was the trunk of a C8 convertible, but the hot engine early, yeah. Mass Gov will give new windows, yeah. Brandon Johnson blasted by fellow Democrats in 10 lead strikes, 5 office during takeover choices. Total scumbag by vertical announced by state is his marriage with his wife Jean Duran living in the press. American Idol Hannah Harper announced major career news. Protesters push back against the Pell Art Plan. Surprise cost of bathrooms and remodels in Fall River. Ashland finds the GPS trackers. Yeah. Boston Mayor Michelle Wu is withdrawing a HLS Class Day speak after the union argued her not to cross the picket line. 2 Massachusetts donut shops named among DoorDash's top 100 in America. Truck rollover closes Route 140 ramp to 195 in New Bedford. This morning, Rhode Island, this moving Rhode Island restaurant turns diner into full night out. Fall River Sibs giving windows. Yep, I already read that. Inside to closing in Mass College, and they try to survive. Mexican restaurant chains is abandoned. Plan to expand and close all U.S. locations. Mothers of Tennessee Titans as QB will leave us, saying her son spent an expectations amount of money. Pickup truck crashes into water in North Smithfield. Grammy Most Wanted woman in jail after 3 decades evading police. Matter of fact, in homegrown is a SSI and SSDI. What to kind of in 2026 and more. Massachusetts usually named the best oceanfront restaurant in the U.S. GM recall around 2,500 vehicles included because if it may have installed incorrect front wheel hubs. Stempen, South Carolina, motorbike event leaves 19 injured. Mom lets her son borrow a family CRV for a job interview, but called from the state troopers come before. Nice. Must face some fault out, defense lawyer pounded after shocking judge addressed 2 U.S. attorneys. Kevin Costner, Western movie arrives today in Prime Videos. 1967, one classic ranked among the greatest songs of all time was sung by a 16-year-old. June, Social Security direct payments worth of $994 goes out in 5 days. Mass Gov and giving homeowners brand new windows. Check zip code if you're reliable. Sylvester Stallone shares an emotional message to daughter Scarlett after cryptable actor sparked affair. Southeastern Africa government and Afrikaners reject the U.S. claim of a humanitarian emergency. White dog shot a woman at convenience store. Husband admitted he'd been sleeping with his ex-wife from years only because he started blackmailing. ABCS stands for down for October. Stephen Gilbert. Here's why Fall River seniors are getting their old roof replaced ASAP. Check it out yourself. Former Alabama Crimson Tide running back Joseph Jacob turns himself into fallen investigation. The illegal alien charged with killing 4 young people in a wrong way DUI crash on Oklahoma Highway. Supreme Court says that with Trump in a fight tied speech curb and immigration judge. Self-employees of Fall River, this is what your health insurance should be. 5 movies clip, more behind, excited to share your new films that's been 5 years in making. Mass programs giving Fall River drivers insurance $29 a month. Nearly 300 legal immigrants with a commercial license from New York and California stop prosecuting in India. Iranian officials declare victory, threatened to cancel U.S. navigations entirely. A neighbor blocked ambulance for my sick child, so I exposed her. Why the HOA says I cannot park pickup truck my driveway because it looks too commercial with a over small. I cannot believe this is actually working. Top apply to see the detail. NFL legend Tom Brady delete bad news. New York Attorney General L.T. James joined FIFA investigation into a possible ticket price gouging. Released WWE star released the ring gear for rest start watch. Thousands of timeshares as owner finally getting out with their refund. See if your result is on the list. Anthony Benjamin dies at rollover crash in East Providence. Super AINOs who you think is now hot to brace the what is coming next. The U.S. is drawing up a plan to halt immigration customs processing at the sanctuary city airports. Republicans suffers two big maps loss ahead of the midterms. Oof. Hunter Biden reveals water cocaine discovered by Secret Service into the White House and reblanched himself. Parents old immigrants in explosive jury then tells the service that the adult daughter has to go. But this is incredible difficult moment by Blonde Eagle and live streaming turns tragedy. Both checks dies with a day. Here is why Fall River seniors are getting this. Yeah. Woman plunged out 3,000 feet after plane tears her shed, but split second decision. Fall Riverside's cars are being given away. The original Gilligan's Island is costing only 1 star left. Okay. Co-owner complains by nearby help by lead, then ends the rant with a, I guess, next time I will just. Mass Millions' credit card debits relief by still available until Friday. More than 20,000 in credit card debit, you may be eligible. Cops opened a pocket driver truck at 3 a.m., unloaded his pistol, goes through his wallet, and then leaves. The Packers RB Joseph Jacob arrested on 5 charges. Active protest against Trump, proposed Trump hell arrest. Rob Kowski stunning his girlfriend, Gaming Kandesh, turned head in outfit as she called. Oh my God. Russian warns Rubio to ensure the activation of use of the U.S. deployment and citizens from the Ukraine capital. Prince William struggles most of evening of Kate Middleton fills their bedroom with surprising obstacles. Fall River program will install solar and no cost. Yeah. Great for Maura Healey to impose those solar panels. They're not going to do nothing for anybody. Solar panels. And the Hall of Famer son walks home NFL 28 with a 31 catch. Ooh. The Democratic outrage for honoring George Floyd and Memorial Days and fit wide starts and David. Yeah. Instead of him going to and honor the veterans, he went to go honor George Floyd instead. Oh, man, these people, man, they're getting so popular. Van Bondi, cancer diagnosed, triggers online backlash by double as Epstein Kamar. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dave B, Fall River Media News. I'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday at 2:30 with more Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, and I want to say good night to everybody. And I know you guys were listening on and off, but thank you for listening. And you're welcome to share my video. But I'll tell you though, I was on Fall River Media Group, and I wasn't expecting, the Market Basket employee to speak out on J6. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even, ready for that. That's, I was looking at the clear blue skies, just videoing live, but he got into the J6 and the, and Venezuela, believe it or not. Wow. That didn't surprise me, you know what I'm saying? But, it didn't surprise me. So, yeah, well, I mean, he's an employee for Market Basket, you know what I'm saying? So, he works as an employee over there. So, I mean, hey, people have an opinion. People got an opinion. I like to hear it. You know what I'm saying? You got an opinion? Hey, my opinion might be different than yours. I'm not going to sit there and argue with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to listen to your opinions. And then when I'm done listening to your opinions, you're going to listen to my opinions. So, but hey, it's all good. But take care, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll be on next Wednesday. Next Wednesday at 2:30, and I will give you more Fall River Media News and give you more updates. What's going on in Fall River. Take care. Have a great night. And by the way, if any politicians or any candidates want to come on my show, the ones that are running for Senate and state representative, they're more than welcome. Please email me or send me a message through Fall River Media News Messenger or my private messenger, and we'll set you up. So take care, everybody. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your night. Again, be safe and hold your politicians accountable. Diana Desile is coming on for Spindle City Straight Talk, and we will. I'll be watching that and asking her what her plans are. So, but take care, everybody. Everybody, swing your way over to Fall River Media News. Swing your way over to Spindle City Straight Talk with Chip and CJ at 5, and and so that way, because we want that forensic audit to be back. So take care, everybody. Have a great night, and we will talk again on Wednesday at 2:30 on Fall River Media News.